For 150 years, one company has brought warmth, comfort, and reliable energy to towns and cities in Oregon and Washington. The company, now called NWNatural, is proud of the strong relationships it's built with customers, shareholders, employees, and local communities over portions of 3 centuries. And it is proud to have earned the trust of so many and to have held it for so many years. John Green and Herman Leonard were men with great energy and ideals who opened a mercantile outlet in Astoria before moving to Portland and founding a company that has served generations.
Because of the advance of the Oregon Trail, all these pioneers coming out here in the 1840s and 1850s, they could see that this was going to be a place that was going to be busy. Gold and silver were being discovered, bringing more people out here and generating more wealth. By the late 1850s, they could see that this was going to continue to grow. They created their own future.
In 1859, just 6 weeks before Oregon became a state, Leonard and Green received a perpetual franchise from the territorial government to manufacture and distribute gas. The company they founded, Portland Gas Light, began serving customers in 1860. While the company has changed names several times in the last 150 years, it has operated continuously as a Portland-based utility in the spirit of its founders.
This was what was called manufactured gas, lighting these very dark streets that were kind of treacherous at night, and you could trip over all kinds of things. And so lighting these streets was important. Once they had established the Gaslight Company, the city began to see the potential for growth and the fact that it could be lighted at night, which changed the whole mindset, the design of the city. By the end of the 19th century, electricity has pushed gas out of the lighting business. People are beginning to manufacture furnaces that are heated with gas, as well as water heaters and stoves for cooking. I think the quality, the energy, the determination, and the ambition of the leaders of the gas company carried it through a period of competition with electricity.
More warmth, better warmth, more convenient source of heat. For a very, very long time, we've been able to exceed people's expectations, and that is our goal for the future.
When I was a part-time employee at the gas company, I started buying shares, and the first one was like $13, and then it dropped to $12 and $10, and then of course it's wonderfully gone up ever since. And when the grandsons started coming along and started into high school, we started giving them some every year at Christmas time. Hopefully they can buy a house or something else someday with it. There's a good turnout at the shareholders meetings, and people are really interested, and a lot of good questions get asked. We get good straight answers.
There have been shareholders since the 1860s. The company has managed to hold on to its investors, perhaps more than most companies. And this is due not only to its success as an investment, but I think also to how it has treated its shareholders over the years. It's treated them essentially as part of a family.
You know, it's a local company and hires a lot of local people, does a lot of good in the community, and I just like the idea of investing locally.
Very early on, Leonard and Green and Mills and Adams and others who worked for the company instilled in their customers a certain sense of trust. They're always going to supply what's needed. If there's a problem, they're going to solve it quickly. Trust was almost as much a product as was the product that they were selling.
Having worked for a utility, the phone company, for most of my life, I appreciate customer service. My experience with my dad on a very, very, very short notice, coming in, connecting the pipe, and then their contractor and having the hot water heater installed, and within a day or so the furnace installed, that really meant a lot.
Thank you for calling NWNatural. This is Nora. How can I help you?
What we know about our customers is that they like having us answer the phone and being here in Portland, Oregon. They like the fact that the decisions are being made here. If they have a complaint, they can get the president or the CEO a message directly, and that they're sitting in the same community that they are. Being local is a very important piece of our customers' view of our company. We just received the J.D. Power results for 2008, which showed out of 58 gas companies in America, we had the #1 ranking in terms of customer satisfaction. Whether it's our field employees, they're delivering great service to our customers, and the interactions that our employees are having on the phone, and when we go into a house to work on a furnace, they have, the customers have great feelings about their interactions with our employees.
When people find out that I work for Northwest Natural, first words out of their mouth are, wow, that's a great company. Employees themselves, when they work with the customers, you know, they make sure those customers know that we really care and we are wanting to help them any way we can. We are trained to be #1, and so when we do it, it's like, yes, all that good hard work paid off.
The employees that come to work here, 150 years ago, today, and I believe into the future, they come here because they see this work as akin to public service, to providing a piece of infrastructure that's critical to the success of the communities we serve.
You almost think of the gas company as an institution, which you don't often think of corporations, businesses being such. That is not a result only of the company's business acumen. It's a result of history. And that is a product that you can't buy. That is something that has been given to you and that you've had to sustain down through the years.
The leadership of this company from day one was engaged in lots of civic activities, whether it's Ron Miller, Bob Ridgely, Dick Wright, and Mark Dotson. These are individuals who believe it is the responsibility of the leadership of companies to encourage their employees, to encourage the company as a whole to get involved in the activities that define the quality of life of the communities that we serve. Utilities are really stewards of important infrastructure that is critical to the economy, critical to people's quality of life, their homes, how they play, how industry is formed, how successful their businesses are. But really, we can't be successful if the communities we serve aren't successful.
When Leonard and Green started Portland Gas Light, they manufactured gas from coal imported as ship's ballast. In 1956, the company started delivering natural gas to its customers.
It's a company that has a long history. It's had a tradition also of changing resources and technology. And I think it's been able to do that as well as any other company we've seen in Oregon history.
This company has constantly kept its head up and looking at the horizon, making sure that it sees new challenges that are happening out there. And we're clearly in an era where there will be lots of new technologies, both to help us run our gas system, but also new energy technologies. Tankless water heaters are a great example, higher efficiency furnaces, combinations of solar hot water heating and tankless waters, fuel cells. We as a company have to do everything we can to make sure that as demand for energy increases, this company is delivering affordable, safe service to its customers.
I would say that Northwest Natural is a singular company. Part of that, I think, is a function of the product it delivers, and a very large part of it is a function of the history of the company, that it's managed to maintain its singular position and its trustworthiness for the last 150 years. And that, I think, is its greatest asset.